Hi kids, got a little something different for you today. My coworker brought this to me and asked me to see what I can do with it. It's an old electric guitar from the 60s. It appears to be a Teisco or Teisco. Not sure how you pronounce it. I would say Teisco, but I saw one website said it's probably pronounced Teisco. Japanese made sometime in the 60s. Very simple little guitar. See just the one-piece body, 2 single coil pickups. It's actually got rocker switches to activate the pickups. Volume and tone control. I have the volume knob. The shaft on the potentiometer is broken, so we're going to have to see about replacing that. It's in decent shape. It's missing some parts up here. It's missing the part of the tuner for the high E string, and a couple of the plastic ferrules are missing. I have parts coming. I think the ferrules will be here later today. Near as I can tell, cheap guitar that it is, this does not have a truss rod in the neck, so if the neck is a little warped, it's probably going to stay that way. Idea here is just to kind of get it, reasonably playable. She's probably either going to sell it or maybe give it to a friend or something. I don't know. But anyway, just a fun little thing to tinker with. Let me go ahead and fire it up here so you can hear. It's not in tune. It's missing strings, but I just want to show you what what it's doing right now. Turn that on. Let's see here. There we go. It buzzes like crazy down here. Like I said, it's strings are loose. But anyway, the tone control, if it does anything at all, it doesn't do much. So that may be a bad capacitor. We'll have to crack this thing open and see what's going on. Anyway, both pickups seem to work fine. Turn one on and then the other. The volume control works, but we will have to replace that broken pot. Like I said, the tone control, I don't think it's working. So anyway, let me shut it off. Turn off the little amplifier there and get this cord out of my way. So I'm going to go ahead and take the strings off and take the pick guard off so we can see what's going on under there and find out what the value is of that potentiometer so I can replace it and kind of check out the wiring, see maybe replacing that capacitor on the tone control. Something like this, I'm not really concerned about keeping it all original. It's not really worth that much. I looked on eBay and, this is kind of a hard model to find. There's a lot of Teiscos on the internet, but this is a hard model to find. That doesn't make it valuable just because it's apparently sort of rare. It's probably worth, about $120 maybe. So, this is just for fun. Just something different like I like to do once in a while, like I did with the candy machine and things like that. So anyway, hang on one second. I'm going to go ahead and crack this open and we'll take a look inside. Okay, got the strings off. Got the screws out of the pick guard. So let's see if we can... well, that's pretty easy. It's just one wire going to the jack, holding everything in place. There is a capacitor on that tone control. Not sure what the value is on that. 503. I have to look that up. Let me look over here. No, it's not on there. A 563 is an 056. So it's probably something like that in that neighborhood. So we'll see. We'll experiment with it and see if we can't get that tone control working again. Like I said, the nice thing is the pickups work and the switches work. Let's try to clean things a little bit, a little electronics cleaner, because the switches are really dirty, but don't look too bad. And this pot is a 50K ohm. So I don't know if I have anything like that. I might have to run over to Guitar Center or something and see if I can get the right value to fix that volume control so we can get the knob back on there. The knob has a set screw. I mean, you might be able to get by. You know, looks like somebody drilled a hole through the shaft to try and do that. So I don't know if that worked or not. Looking under here, I don't know how, you know, this probably, I'm guessing that this, yeah, I know enough about guitars. This wire from the jack goes to here, to this tailpiece, because that's where the strings attach. And that's how you get the guitar to stop humming, is when you touch the strings, you sort of become the ground and it makes it stop humming. On single coil pickups, that's how they work. Adjustable bridge, not in too bad a shape. It's a little corroded there, but not too bad. You know, we can fart around with that a little bit and see what we can do. But like I said, I do not see, yeah, this definitely does not have a truss rod, so we'll just do the best we can with it. I'm going to dig through my parts. I don't think I have the correct value potentiometer for that volume control, but I'm going to dig around and see what I can come up with, and then we'll get back to this, so stand by. Well, I had a little look around, and I'll probably look around a little bit more, but even if I have the right value, and I'm not sure I do, they're all the wrong, you know, they're all out of radios, and they're longer shafts, and the D shaft, you know, which would work because the knob has a set screw, but I think I will be better off just to go to Guitar Center if they're open during the Rona here. And yeah, see, that doesn't fit. So you'd have to file that down and all kinds of, you know, I don't want to do that. Anyway, I think that's the plan for now. I'm waiting on the parts. The ferrules should be here today. I'm not sure when the replacement tuner part will be here. It has the peg and the worm gear. It's just missing the little round star gear and the screw and the actual shaft, you know, that the string goes through. So I ordered a pretty close match. I think it's out of a different model, Teisco, but it's a pretty close match. And I think once you get it all put together, you won't even be able to tell unless you look real close. So anyway, I think we'll just call this part one. And then when I get all my parts, we'll just clean it up a little bit and maybe hopefully put the new control in and get the tuner parts replaced, get a new set of strings on it, and we'll see what it does. Okay? So stay tuned for part two. It's only going to be a two-part video. There's not much to this. I'm just trying to do a friend a favor and kind of have a fun little project along the way. So stand by for part two, or stay tuned, and thanks for watching.